See, oh, my voice. Hold on a minute. God trying to tell me something. The Lord is trying to tell me something. Give me a beat. Satan, I'm about to drag your kingdom down. Oh, glory. Satan, I'm about to drag your kingdom down. Over there sitting on that old kingdom, Lord. Now, Satan, it's time to drag your kingdom down. You just don't like living holy. Satan, I got to drag. People, y'all disagree with me. I already feel it in my spirit. Some of y'all say, oh, God, here we go again. Why are you picking on him? For the last 30 minutes, I've been sitting here trying to get this fool unblocked on my computer so that I can read his ass and then block him again, right? But for some reason, I can't get into my settings and unblock him. I don't know why, because I can't see him and his videos will not appear on my computer. But when I go to the people who have been blocked on this channel, I didn't know how many there were. The name doesn't appear. So I can't unblock him. I can't, what is it? Unblock him. I did my other computer, same thing. He won't appear. I can't see him. But I don't have the option of unblocking him. So somehow or other, he has been permanently blocked from both my computers. But fortunately, I have a cell phone. For those of you who are questioning why this boy has to be constantly cracked in the head.
What's the real inside tea, girl? Now, girl, what's the real inside tea?
Can y'all hear it? I'm sorry about my technology. Let's not use no video.
That's not all true. I have inside tea on why Damon actually left the show. Well, girl, share that tea. Because in the news, saying that he left because his sister was murdered, work independently from people. And so that's what I'm trying to get you all to understand. So why have a debate with somebody who really don't know? And all they're going to be throwing out is what they can find and whatever they can pull from the spaghetti pot and throw against the wall. Why am I going to argue with somebody? You know, now we were debating on criminal justice system and criminal activity and drug usage and stuff and what the federal baby, we could talk about.
How can you talk about that, bitch? You said you don't want to debate me, it represents no challenge to you. But if we wanted to debate the criminal justice system, and we want to debate crime, and we want to debate drugs, and we want to debate all this shit, then you're willing to debate that. Well, let's come on and let's debate that, bitch. Because the fact is, you don't know anything about any of the shit you just spilled out of your motherfucking mouth, bitch. You don't know a goddamn thing about it. But see, you're always trying to drive digs into somebody's life. Nigga, this is my motherfucking life, punk. Don't you understand that? Nigga, I feel like I deserve respect in my life. Why? Because I respect other people, bitch. So we're going to try to unravel why I have such disdain for you.
Opioids all day and how that's affecting the population because he may have some dealings in that area.
May have. What is your... Okay, come on.
The difference between for-profit universities and
what?
Universities,
wait a minute, girl. I don't want to hear that shit.
State universities.
Come on, bitch.
Yeah. See, that's truth. All of this stuff you're talking about, me, boo, only thing you can do is just make it up and think about it. Sorry.
Where's the microphone at?
Anyway, everything I need to know about you, I know.
Oh, you do?
Thank you very much.
Everything you need to know about me, you know? Okay.
That's what I got to say about that. So let him debate his own damn self.
I debated my own self.
You was up there getting off a Joyce platform like somebody was getting ready to butcher knife you to death. Okay? So if you can't meet me on Joyce panel, then why you want to meet me on mine? Yeah, bye.
You stinking bitch. I went to Joyce panel one time. I was talking to her. And when he came in there talking about he coming on the panel, I simply left the panel. Why? Because I have nothing to say to that bitch. So why would I be on the panel when she's on there if I announced that she's dead to me? But you're back alive for today, bitch. And we're going to discuss you. You said you asked me. I'm so bad with this kind of stuff. I need to get out on my receipts.
On Joyce channel, leaving, like a hoe out of church. Okay? When they getting ready to do the
He scared me off of Joyce channel, he said.
Okay, baby, you act like somebody was getting ready to take you down to the altar and tear with you. Got out of that church like somebody getting ready to give a prophetic word.
I'm here now, nigga.
That's exactly how you got off of Joyce channel. And then all of a sudden now you want to girl, bye. You can't even share a panel with me on this panel. Then why the hell you think I want to share a panel with you on mine?
Why wouldn't you? You care about money, right?
Sick.
You would drive the numbers.
I don't got time for that. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
When I decide I want to do it, then we'll do it.
You a goddamn lie, bitch. I give you my offer, punk. Either you accept it or you reject it. So she went on talking about now that I'm afraid to come on Joyce's panel. She also said in Atlanta that I was afraid to confront her. No, bitch. As you recall, I did confront you, punk. And I couldn't catch you because you're running away. All right. Where do I start with this hoe? So I have offered this bitch to debate her one-on-one on the issues of the beef sector and the issues I have with her, right? She declines. She says, oh no, I was on Joyce panel. You could have came to Joyce panel. Oh no, in Atlanta, why'd you come over there and talk to me in Atlanta? I tried to talk to you in Atlanta. You remember, girl? Why you remember things so differently than everyone else? So Jay Wilson, let me see if I wrote anything. I scratched a couple of things on here if I came on here. Okay. Okay, so let's start with this things where he feels like he has exposed that I was on SSI. This is what he thinks he did to me. Oh, you admitted it. You admitted it. You admitted it. Nigga, what difference does it make what my goddamn income is, you stupid black bitch? Nigga, let me tell you something. In 1986, matter of fact, started back earlier. In 1982, nigga, the HIV, the gay community was plagued with AIDS. We were dropping like flies, right? And a few of us survived, nigga. We survived for years. And then at some point, we became disabled. Not because of a decision we made, but because of a decision that the government and our doctors agreed with. This person is disabled. Why? Because he has AIDS. Since you're so in tune with the community and you're such our spokesman now, you stupid black bastard. When a person is disabled, is it your job now to come and try to torment and tease them because they are disabled? Punk. You're constantly coming on here and they don't even understand why that would be so offensive to me. It is extremely offensive to me, black bastard. I was disabled 20 years ago. No, I didn't get benefits. I was running the streets. That's how I was handling the crisis, right? But the point is, this punk went over here and collected a check from these people who did PrEP. This HIV is supposed to be helping HIV people with HIV and AIDS and so forth. This is the person that then when he leaves the job, he comes over here to YouTube to torment and tease the people who are actually on disability. It is a disability, nigga. I would get the same thing from having AIDS as I would if I chop my goddamn arm off, you stupid black bitch. Would that be fodder for you as well? Everything seems to be. You always want to discuss about somebody else's life. You want to discuss about drugs. Nigga, I fought hard to get off drugs. It's a very powerful thing. I fought hard. but it's fodder for you. It's a joke to you, you stupid bastard. Oh, what do you talk about the prison system? What do you know about the prison system, nigga? How do you know what I even went through in the prison system? How do you know how many times I was nearly killed in the prison system? This is a goddamn joke, you ignorant bastard, because you are a square. You are a square. You have been nothing with your life. You have went through high school, went to some bullshit ass college where somebody else had to pay for. You have done absolutely nothing. And you have so many opinions about what everybody else does. But the point is the point is this. I did nothing and you did nothing. Do you know what a chronic student is? A student, a person who is incapable of doing anything other than attending a class. That's why you talk about it all the goddamn time, nigga. It's because you have no accomplishments. It's all about, I went to school, because that's all you could do. If you had the option, you would stay in school for all of your life. Those who can do, those who can't teach, and you can't even teach. Your personality is so warped and you have such a high opinion of your views that you're incapable of even learning anything. You're not smarter than me, Jay Wilson. I don't give a goddamn how many papers you pull out of your ass. It doesn't make any goddamn difference. You are not smarter than me. You would never survive on the streets. But see, it takes smarts to deal with crazy people. It takes intelligence. It takes more than just pushing papers around the office, nigga, and you would never survive it. So why you feel like it's okay to me to come in here and talk about this guy who is incidentally a senior citizen? I get benefits anyway. It would make no goddamn difference if I was in perfect health. At 62, I get Social Security. That's what I'm on right now. It's so much your business what my income is. But for years, I was qualified for SSI. Why? Because I was disabled. That ain't something you just go down there and say, can I have an SSI check? Oh, thank you. Thank you. See you later. See you next week. I'll get another one. It ain't welfare, punk. It's disabled. That's what I was. And now I'm on Social Security. I am not ashamed to be on Social Security, punk. Everybody in the United States of America at some point will get a Social Security check, whether they want it or not. But you filthy pig, you have to constantly try to convince somebody that you are somebody to be admired. And we do not admire you. You ask me why I couldn't tell you why I had such disdain for you. I couldn't tell you why I dislike you so much. Here's the answer. I don't like anything about you, Jay Wilson. I think you are a roaring asshole. That's what I think. I think for you to come on here and find people who are doing worse than you, let's say, because you're basing it on this damn house. Torment people's house, to go walking through their rooms to discuss, oh, what kind of air conditioning you got? Ooh, my neighborhood. And then you want to discuss their power lines outside. And then how big their apartments are. And you want to discuss all this shit, but all based around this goddamn house, nigga. That's a person of low character. Do you see middle-class people going out doing shit like that? That would be like me getting up from my desk to go down there to the homeless people and say, oh, look at you. Oh, my God. I have a nice apartment. Oh, I have a refrigerator. Oh, and list off all the shit I have. You're an asshole. That's why I don't like you. I don't like you because when I laid in that bed in the hospital, see, I've been through some shit, punk. Not like you. I laid in that bed in the hospital with cancer. Nigga, I could have lost my life in a matter of days. Cancer, being cut open. Cancer, you brought your stinking ass on here. All of a sudden, you got, oh, we got to pray for Timothy Blaine. Oh, and then when I got out of the hospital, I said, well, wait a minute. Why is he talking about me every day? I don't know him. Nigga, you attached yourself to me on my deathbed, and you just use my name and use my name and use my name, and quiet as it's kept, you're still using my name, because every time I do a video, it seems like it's only 12 hours later, you're doing it on the exact same subject. That's why I don't like you. I don't like your character. Your character stinks. Did I write any of this bullshit down? I ran off the count. Boy, I made you an offer. I said I would debate you. You and I would discuss the issues one-on-one. Why you got to go and spin off into some bullshit about some out-of-town visits and some shit about on Joyce's channel? Oh, why you come to Joyce's channel? You could have came and got me there. Oh, you could have. No, nigga, I don't appear nowhere with you. I can't stand your black ass. I'm not leaving you because I'm afraid of you, punk. Are you serious? You saw how afraid of you I was of you in Atlanta. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I left the panel because I hate and can't stand your punk ass. You a bitch-made boy, a bitch-made nigga. You sitting up here talking about how you don't got all this education and so forth. And of course, that's basically why I don't fuck with you no more, because I've already said it all. I've already talked about your character. I already talked about that cheap ass cardboard house. And I've already talked about your goddamn degree. Girl, I've already talked about it. I can't think of nothing else to say about you because you don't tell us nothing. Right? You say, oh, I don't tell my business. Oh, I don't. Oh, they told your business. Oh, you put it in a book. Oh, you put it in a book. Bitch. You don't give me no new material to work with because everything you say is a spin or a lie. That's why I burnt out on talking about you, punk. I would think that 71 videos would be enough to hold your punk ass. I've done nothing but do drugs, huh? Okay. I wrote that. And I wrote that. And I wrote that. And I wrote that. And I wrote that. How many is that? There's more in there. Mm-hmm. And I wrote that. I wrote all those books, punk. Since I ain't never did a goddamn thing. To you, it ain't shit. But for me, it represents a whole lot of goddamn work, nigga. This is 20 motherfucking years, punk. Stupid ass. What the hell did you write? 27 pages in the first goddamn page. 27 errors. What kind of school did you go to? The fuck, how you turn in papers and you got 27 errors on the first page of a book and you're looking over it and over and over it and you don't see no goddamn errors? What kind of a genius are you? Oh, I never brag. I don't brag about my house. I don't brag about my education. I don't brag about I got a boyfriend. I don't brag about my job. Let's talk about that goddamn job. Let's talk about this job you keep talking about. Oh, it's going good now. Oh, I didn't have the career I had last year. Oh, the career. Tell us what the career is, nigga. If someone says to me, I'm a doctor, that don't mean I can dox them because they're a doctor, because they have gotten millions of doctors in the United States of America. If someone says, I'm a social worker, that ain't no information. We don't know, what do you do that is so great, Jay Wilson, where you have 12 hours extra to spend on YouTube? Tell us about this job of yours. Oh, they gonna dox me. They gonna no, nigga. If you say you work, I don't know. You work in an insurance company. Is there only one insurance company in San Antonio? Only one insurance company, and they only got a couple of employees. Is that why how they can find you and dox you? Nigga. Saying what you do for a living, that's not fodder for being doxed. They can't find you because you do that job. So why can't you tell us what you do, you lying bastard? You got to be lying about everything. What does you think that everybody is in competition with your black ass? I'm not in competition with you, punk. I don't even know who the hell you are. But as I was saying, when I got off my hospital bed, I soon recognized the character of this person I was dealing with. And then when I watched you with that pitiful ass pamphlet that you put together, and you made those poor people pay for it. You made them pay for the editor and to pay for the publishing, and you to pay for this and to pay for that. And then, oh, my books, oh, my editors are great. Oh, they're the best editors in the world. And then You have the nerve to sell them the book? Didn't they create the book? You had those people pay for the creation of this little pamphlet. This little pamphlet like this, girl. You got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars from them because you're going to pay the editor and all that. And then we find out the editor is just somebody in the chat. And you release a book with 27 errors in the first page. Jay Wilson, let me tell you this. I'm telling you the truth. In all my 63 years of living, and all the books, audio books I read, all the regular books I read, because when I was in prison, I was an avid reader. All the books I read, I never, ever seen 27 errors on the first page of anything. How in the fuck you make it to school, boy? What is the real story there? You're a fucking idiot. And if you were so goddamn smart, why aren't you on other sections of YouTube? You so money is so important. It's all about a coin, a coin, a coin. And here you are on the cheapest, lowest run of YouTube. Nigga, what are you doing in the beef sector? Shouldn't you be debating with Boyce Watkins or somebody? If you have all these goddamn degrees, if you can't see 27 errors in the first one page of a damn book, girl, what are the chances you're going to actually debate somebody about anything? You are an idiot, Jay Wilson. You are a fucking idiot. You need to be over there with Scared of John Bradley. Let's see if we can get up some more of this shit. Hi, RJ Supreme. Thank you for super chat, brother. I appreciate you. A master's degree. He says the degree in singing. Girl, some of y'all might think that boy can sing a little bit, but baby, believe me, if he can sing a little bit, that's all it is. It's just a little bit. Girl, it's just a little bit. How you going to get a master's degree in that? Well, how many professors would you have to cross paths with in order to get a master's degree in something? Nobody in that whole goddamn university or all the 90,000 you went to, nobody said, listen, sir, you need to think about another career. You can't sing, honey. Nobody ever even brought it up. And they gave you a degree in it, a bachelor's, and then why would you get a master's in singing and you can't sing? Weren't you concerned about what you were going to do after graduation? The people come to your church because everything is about church, 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 church. Are we going to talk about that? You can believe that, honey. The people just come to your church and say, we're offering this class and that class. Oh, if you come to the church on Tuesdays, oh yeah, we're offering this class. Isn't that basically what it was, Jay Wilson? I mean, you're too stupid to actually make it through academia, aren't you? How did you pull that off? How can you grade a paper if you can't recognize 27 errors in one page? One piece of paper, you can't recognize that this damn thing is packed full of errors and you've been over it and over it and over it and over it? How can you grade a paper? There's a lot we don't know about your story, Wilson. Let me see if I can get some more of this bullshit. I'm the worst red ball. Mm-hmm.
I don't see it for you. Mm-hmm. Come on, okay. A night at the museum. Okay.
Okay.
That man, he's giving me MoMA, honey. He's giving me MoMA and the Guggenheim. Okay.
Okay. But Miss Thing, I'm an interior designer, an interior decorator since a teenager. He is on here commenting about my choices in interior design. Nigga, there's a lot of things that I could be criticized about, and I might wonder about. Interior design is not one of them. And to think of it coming from you pitiful fool. Nigga, let me tell you something about interior design, which I don't need your help or your comment, Terry. So he called it the Guggenheim. What's wrong with the Guggenheim? Nigga, what's wrong with a certain aesthetic? Is something wrong with my aesthetic now? Hold on, I lost my train of thought. I look at this pitiful ass bookcase. You're supposed to be, what are you, a professor, a doctor, and a pastor? And you have to have a fake picture of books behind you? What kind of decision making is that? Don't you have a bookcase in there? Shouldn't you be surrounded by books since you say you work for university? Who in the hell? I watch all of the commentators on news stations during the pandemic. They're all filming from their homes, right? And you know what all of those commentators have in common? The one thing, because I noticed interiors, because that's kind of what my thing was for many, many years. One thing they all have in common, they all have books. They got books, nigga. They got books all around them, girl. And when they film, they want to show you that I have books. Why? Because I love books. I love reading. You get a goddamn Ross Dress for Less picture on the wall behind you of all things. Books. Doctor, pastor, queen. Don't you have any books you can just film in front of? It's all cardboard. It's all plastic, isn't it? But you shouldn't be saying nothing about nobody's interior design, nigga. I mean, really, you shouldn't. Because you may call my house a Cracker Jack box. Nigga, I know how to put a Cracker Jack box together. You can rest assured of that, punk. Interior design, it ain't got a goddamn thing to do with a house. It don't have nothing to do with it, nigga. Interior design takes place in a room. It takes place in a room, whether it's a small room, a big room, a corporate room. It doesn't make a difference. Interior design takes place in a room. Now, whether you have 2 rooms or you have 20 rooms, each room has to be decorated, right? So there's no measurement. You can't compare what a person's interior design skill is, what their style is, with the size of the space they're working in. Because if they are a designer, it doesn't make a difference. It's just a room. Idiot. Who is that? How you doing? Oh. How you doing, Deanna Irving? Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Tim, you know he's scared of a man having a conversation because he knows he's an idiot, one thing. And he knows he's a person of horrible, nasty character. And he's over here just begging and begging and begging and begging. I mean, everybody on here makes a dime, right? That's why I want to say something about middle-class people. People with some sense of style, some sense of class, or a certain position in community. Who goes around talking about a coin all the goddamn time? I mean, is there anybody on here? I mean, the ones who are beginning, maybe they don't get nothing, but we all get a coin. Why you keep talking about a coin? I'm gonna get a coin from it. Oh, I'm gonna get a coin from it. Commercial. Why? Because I get a coin from it. Why are you letting the people talk to you like that, Pastor? Pastor, why they talk to you like that? Why they call you a bitch? Why they talking about your asshole? Oh, I get a coin from it. I don't care about them people. I get a coin from it. He's an idiot. That's why he's down here swatting around with us. Highly educated fool, an idiot, a fool. The fuck? Girl, my mama would slap the dog shit out of me if I come out her house with a 5 fucking degrees, girl. I ain't got a job.
All over there. In the Last Supper picture. Girl, I don't have time for that.
Wait a minute. You got a problem? You got a problem with spiritual art? I thought you were a pastor. Anybody got time for that? What are you saying? Anybody got time for it? You're a pastor, right? You're preaching the Bible. You're preaching the word of God. Why would that offend you? Nigga, Renaissance art. That's all they did. That's all they took pictures of was angels and shit. Cherubs, nigga. That's what I collect. I collect something, punk. What do you collect? That cheap ass $9.99 picture behind you? And you think that is something good? Okay. People who make videos, they find the best place in their house. They find the best spot. You mean to tell me that you, in your mind, that cheap ass $9.99 Ross Dress for Less picture behind you, that is the best spot in your goddamn house? This nigga came on here one time, he was talking about all of his treasures. Oh, I bought this for $2.99. And he pointed out his dining room set and said his dining room set, not a dining room chair, his dining room set, nigga, was $20. Now, why would you be online talking about a $20 dining room set? Nigga, that's 4 chairs and the table. All that for $20. You ain't got no deal. You got what you paid for. Junk. Come on. Come on, punk.
Hutchinson. Let me see what S. Hutchinson got to say. S. Hutchinson, is this?
Oh, girl, go on somewhere. Yes, girl, she can help you pay. She can come online and she can occupy 15 minutes and you can get that coin. Oh, I get that coin. How much coin do you get for 15 minutes on YouTube? I was watching that guy. What's his name? Rick Reed today. And he was breaking down some of this money. And I said, you know what? These people think he's just bullshitting, right? But he's telling the truth. A lot of these videos, girl, you get $5. There are a lot of these videos, child. If they don't run no more than 30 minutes, something, you might get $10, $5. This is what he's talking about, streams of income. This is his streams of income. Is that what you go back when you go to your alumni? What do you call those reunion things? Is that what you tell those people? I got streams of income. What is the stream of income, Pastor Dr. J. Wilson? By the way, what is your doctorate in? Oh, maybe you can give a talk on that. J. Wilson, you don't even have a sufficient vocabulary to consider yourself to be yourself as an educated man. I don't know the story behind these 5 degrees. I know that 3 of them are from online shit. I could do that sitting here. I recognize that. I don't know what you say your degrees are in. Something about church administration, church. You got a master's degree for singing something. Well, we heard you singing. We see that. Frankly, you should be ashamed. I wouldn't let nobody know, girl. This is what I spent. This is what I got my degree in. Is this, girl? Squeenie, come and sing me a song. Oh, okay. He's busy. My dog can sing a song better than you, Jay Wilson. It ain't all that, honey. People, I have been so rude today. I'm so sorry. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh my goodness. You know what? I invited that boy. I said, okay, let's sit down. Talk. I don't want no moderator. I don't want nobody keep interjecting and interrupting and trying to. I want just me and you talking, man to man. And I want you to tell me what I have done to you to make you feel like you have a right to talk about my finances, about my benefits from in my household, about my housing, about my dishes, about why do you feel like you have a right to do that? And why do you think it's appropriate to do that? And why do you think it is respectful to do that, to come into my home and discuss my prison record? Why do you think that's okay? I would ask you questions like that. I said, okay, now Dave Wilson, let me tell you what some things about yourself. Right? Now, am I allowed to then to discuss your fakeness, your phoniness, your braggadocio, your arrogance, your inability to take responsibility for anything? I mean, you tell me what you don't like about me, and then I'll tell you what I don't like about you. How about that for a debate? Right? And what you'll discover is what you don't like about me is you get a click and a view, right? And you're going to say, oh, you mess with me. That's why I mess with you. You mess with me. That's why I mess with you. Girl, have I ever went down there and questioned where you got your goddamn income from? About how much? This boy was on here bragging yesterday about this guy. No matter when you look in there, it's always about his damn house, right? Going on about this damn mortgage. My mortgage was this because of my good credit. Because Jay Wilson, $200,000 is the cheapest house you get in the United States. That is what they call the median price. It's $230,000. You're on baseline. Why? Because you're in Texas. You haven't done shit. Everybody can get that house, girl. Anybody who can afford a mortgage. They will start at $200,000. When you go to HGTV, you very rarely see somebody looking for a house that's less than $200,000. Everything starts at $200,000. So you got the house at the very lowest rate there is. The very lowest. That's probably why you decided upon Texas. You went to a place you've never even been. You say, I'm going to go to Texas. I'm going to go to Texas. Oh, I just like the hills in Texas, and I like the steers, and I'm attracted to the oil field. It has nothing to do with it, bitch. It was the cheapest place to buy a house in the United States. And that's why you went there. You dumb bitch. And nobody cares about what house you, I don't care what kind of shoes you wear, nigga. Did you come to Atlanta in skinny jeans? Jay Wilson, I just had an epiphany. Did you bring your fat, oversized ass to Atlanta, Georgia in skinny jeans? Girl, that's what I mean about delusional. You had them big fat feet. Y'all ever seen the Incredible Hulk? That's the way his shoes look. It's coming back to me now. His shoes were bursting at the seams. The laces were pulled wide. Like the farthest apart you can get the laces, that's what they were. And he had the nerve to have skinny jeans on. Have y'all seen that motherfucker? And then lately, people say, oh, it's too tired to talk about physical attribute. What does he do? What does he do? Y'all don't believe, when y'all go back over to that boy's page, I want you to focus in like a laser. Look at his goddamn, this is an arm. This is a regular, normal arm, right? This boy's arm, his arm sits down like this, and he won't stop eating. He won't stop eating. He has never once stood up out of that chair. Let us see. We want to see what it looks like, Jay Wilson, you big fat pig. We want to see what it looks like. You got a nerd talking about, oh, he said he had the nerve to say I'm fat. No, I have a fat stomach. I have what virtually every 60-year-old man that I pass on the street has. Nigga, there are very few exceptions. I have a 60-year-old man's stomach. Stomach. Do we have to do another challenge? Here's another challenge for your black ass. Since you couldn't do the last one, let's do pan sizes. Bring your big, I want to see your pan size. I want to see how many X's, nigga. How many X's on your pan size? Where did you start in January? And where are you right now? Because when I saw that arm, bitch, when I saw that arm, I said, oh my God, he's got to be like Gargantua. Gargantua. And he's concerned about me spending my 20s and 30s doing drugs and having sex and going to the disco and going to the bar and partying like it's 1999. Nigga, who in the hell was going to party with your big old fat ass? You didn't get nothing out of the school years, so you might as well have been on the club. But believe me, boy, if you were in any kind of disco or club, honey, there was all the time people said, God damn. I mean, we have bears here in San Francisco. But boy, and you can't talk about your love life. Y'all ever notice how the way that boy, he never just says that he's a homosexual. It's always got to be my partner, my part. It's always got to be in association with somebody else. My partner. I got a partner. He went out and found that boy Mark, and 2 days later, he was over here talking about he got a partner. My partner. Oh, where's your partner? Oh, you ain't got no partner, and you ain't. Jay Wilson. You're a homosexual because you're a homosexual. It ain't got nothing to do with Mark, honey. It ain't got whoever else you drag in there. Now he's hiding Mark out. He won't say the name Mark. I keep him guessing. Oh, I don't tell all my business. Oh, I don't tell all my but you in everybody else's business. Right? You have comments about everyone else's business, honey. Let me see if I can give me I'm running low on fuel. Hold on a second. Hi, babies. How y'all? I love y'all. Uh-huh. He ain't got time to debate that old man, huh?
Fixated with that. And all numbers ain't good numbers. Mm-hmm. My thing is, if he wanted to debate, he should have did it in Atlanta. That's what he should have done. He should have done it in Atlanta.
Ask anybody who was in Atlanta, anybody who was there, the situation between Jay Wilson and I. He's saying that if I wanted to debate, I should have debated him there. What was I afraid of? Nigga, I was afraid of losing a knuckle in your nose. That's what I was afraid of, bitch. You see, because you can't be talked to. You can't, because you're so delusional, you would just waste time. You need to be punched in your face. That is the only thing really going to get your attention, Jay Wilson. People like you just got to be stomped on and left for, I won't say left for dead, but they don't like that on YouTube. So I just say left. Just left. What was that for? It was for your life, nigga. Let me stop this shit, honey. How y'all doing? Uh-huh. Thank you, brother. Who is that? Lincoln Jude? His arms have no. You couldn't get them wings off the ground, baby. They might have wings, but I'm telling you, that boy's arm is like this. His arm, one arm, no muscle. That's nothing but food. You want to talk about something? Come and talk about that. Then you go on and on and on about that lady. What's that lady name? The alien fell to Earth. AT alien. Oh, she over there drinking that dog liquor, eating them shrimps, eating that. You eating the whole goddamn ocean, nigga. You talking about somebody eating a ham sandwich? You eating the whole pig. When you gonna stop eating? I took it off before. I'll take it. No, girl. Welcome to 50, bitch. Welcome to 50. You got 12 to 15 years left in your life to do something. And then you'll be on here. But when you get on here at 15 years, you'll still be here. Then you're going to be telling us, oh, how great it is to be retired. I'm on my retirement. Girl, everything he does is great. And everything everybody else does is shit. You never should have spoken on my personal finances, boy. That offended me to my core. And I buried your ass after you started talking about having some punk doxed me. Like you have a right to come into my personal life. I just find you so disrespectful. I just find you so disgusting. And then you're using some of us really do believe in God. Some of us I ain't no Bible thumper. You ain't gonna hear me quoting scripture and all this kind of stuff. But I believe in God, honey. I believe in the Creator. And I like church. I like a lot of things about church. Some of us take it seriously. So for you to come on here, behaving the way you do 7 days a week, and then come in there and then open the Bible trying to talk about you going to give a principle. I'm going to bring a word. How you going to bring a goddamn word, nigga? And you don't sit up here talking and dogging people out, all people on welfare and people, how many abortions they had. And you didn't just all this shit all goddamn week. And you get the nerve to stick your stinking ass up there and open the Bible. Oh, the word, what Zechariah said. Because I guess he's trying to get, hold on, baby. Hold on. Okay, Black. Wait a minute. That's a good joke, honey. Girl, I almost had a heart attack. This girl, Black American Expat Radio. First, she said in the super chat, it says COP. I don't know what that means. But then it has $20,000, right? Right. So of course I had to stop my conversation. But when I leaned over to the left, it says about $7 USD. You got me, girl. That was cute. Thank you for the $7, darling. I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't make me act a fool up in here. Wait a minute. Okay. I do got to speak to people now. That's ridiculous. Hi, Princess A. Mm-hmm. Fraser Lori. I thought the punk would jump on the opportunity. I said, well, y'all see how many people are in here, right? People will go over there. Since it's all about money for him, they will go over there and they will give all the money to him. I don't care. I just want to cuss your ass out, really. That's really it, honey. I enjoy stomping bullies. I've always had a disdain for bullies. I've always have. Since a little pickaninny, I always hated bullies. And so I take pleasure in stomping your ass into the ground. Because you got these people thinking that you're so mighty and you're so much and you're nothing. You're not even smart, girl. You're not even smart, Jay Wilson. Mm-hmm. I didn't take no extensive notes. I didn't have enough paper. But your thing is, wait a minute. Let's talk about it after the 30. Jay Wilson, don't you think that shit is old now, monotonous? We don't want to talk about it after the 30, honey. You're trying to get a few extra pennies. How much is that extra 30 seconds worth, girl? Do you get 2 pennies for that? Oh, I got a coin from it. I got a coin. Wilson, did any of the professors in these supposed colleges of yours, did any of them say Mr. Wilcox, you made that point, and you said what you said over and over and over and over and over and over again. Could you please stop repeating the same things? I have a class full of people here. We don't want to hear you keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over. Why? Because you get a coin from it. You get a coin from it. Or are you retarded? People, please forgive me. You ain't supposed to say retarded no more. You're special needs. You can't come up with no more words, boy. You say the exact same thing all through these damn videos. If you want to watch a Jay Wilson video, just watch the first 5 minutes, because you can go and make your dinner or go out to dinner and come back home. And when he comes back, he'll be saying that same thing. And he's been saying it all the time you've been gone from your apartment. He's been saying the same thing over and over and over and over. And if you have nothing to say, shut up. Ooh, it's hot up in here, honey. I know my arms is going. Hold on, people. I mean, hold my stomach in now, since these bitches all up in my stomach. Lord have mercy. All up in your booty. Stop looking at my ass. Whatever I got on my stomach, Wilson, you got that all over your body, child. You got that all over your motherfucking body. So if you don't want to have a word for word with me, right? You say I'm so stupid, all I do is sell drugs and all this kind of shit. Girl, what is the issue then? You would think you'd be able to handle me with your eyes closed. Let's just have a physical challenge. You stand in front of the camera, I'll stand in front of the camera. We'll back up 12 paces, and then we turn slowly to the left. Like Alfred Hitchcock said, good evening. And bitch, I want to see the enormous size on you. One time I got a little glimpse of the belly when you were turned in the damn chair. I didn't know where the legs stopped and the stomach started. So I'll deal with my stomach, bitch. I'll deal with that as a 63-year-old. I ain't tripping. I ain't trying to get no asshole, honey. Those days are over with. You still are. You still are. So I guess whoever you got in the house, whether there's Mark or somebody else, hold them close, baby. Hold on. Just a little while longer, because nobody else is coming in the morning. He bragging about he even brags about having a fucking boyfriend, girl. We don't know if it's Mark or this somebody else he didn't trade him in for. The apartment where he shows now doesn't look like the same place, because Mark's house had hats hanging wherever he filmed it, right? And this dude got some cheap ass picture on the wall. Well, right, in keeping with his style. It might be somebody else totally differently, right? But is it? I never could figure out. He didn't want us to see Mark because either Mark is gotten fat as well, like him, or because Mark is an alcoholic. So your husband is an alcoholic, but you take every opportunity to come on and talk about Rico's drinking and my ex drinking. And my drinking took place 35 years ago. If you read my book, I don't know you even spare the money to buy my book. I think you can download it $15. But if you saw that, you would realize that my drinking took place 35 years ago. When I found the drugs, I stopped doing the drinking, so that hadn't even been part of it. But you'll still call me alcoholic. I don't buy into that shit. Once alcoholic, always. No, nigga. After the first 30 years or so, I've been safe to say I'm not an alcoholic. Why? Because I don't drink. That is my ideology. It's my life. That's what you don't get, Wilson. It's our lives. You criticizing these women and criticizing these women and criticizing these women. And these women have brought life into the world. They're raising children. They're not just sitting their fat ass up in their goddamn house, girl, just trying to hoard shit so they can say that they're successful, trying to convince themselves. They're raising children. You even have the nerve to speak on their kids. All right, whatever. Mm-hmm. April Aries, get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, I say. Satan, I love to drag. that kingdom down. I couldn't believe she backed down. I couldn't believe it, girl. I said, this bitch is scared to talk. What are you scared to talk to?
Did he not talk about them busts and them
we heard that part.
And all of that furniture?
Nigga, I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You trying to tell me that you taking possession of my house and you're gonna decide what I can talk about? Bitch, you have been talking about that cheap ass put together, thrown together house, girl, for 3 years. Every time you come on there, people got to hear about that goddamn house, nigga. You think them people who are on here, especially the ones who have families, husbands, kids, and all that, they don't have a house? They ain't on here telling you about they got a house all goddamn day, nigga. That is a mental illness of yours. Why wouldn't you have a house? You live in Texas. Dumbass. He has a different name. Is that why I can't unblock him? Well, no, it's best that he stays blocked. As a matter of fact, I just found out when I was looking to unblock him for this purposes here. I saw where they had that place. I couldn't figure out where, like when VS was coming after me, and I went in and I blocked the name even showing up on my computer. So her name and what do you call that stuff? TSCC. They're in that box by themselves. Only VS, right? He's about to be put into that box as well. Where the name, because see, as long as you stay away from even seeing the image or hearing that hideous, nasty ass slow. I went to. What were your decisions? Now that I have a wonderful job, now that I have a great career, it ain't like it was. Well, if it ain't like it was, nigga, why you on here still trying to get a check from YouTube, girl? Are these your several streams of income? When do you sleep? If you have a full-time job, as you claim, which I don't think anybody believes, and you're doing this for hours and hours and hours, when do you go to bed? You say you had a partner? Do you talk to him? Or is somebody you see on the weekend? The love. It is the love of money. Mm-hmm. Some people say you got to do all this. You might be a little bit behind in that mortgage, baby. Mm-hmm. We all know, we all got enough sense to know you took the debates, right? I mean, the abatements. Aren't those coming about due now? What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, people. Now we gotta show the light part. Okay, we gotta have some sympathy and mercy. Okay, let's put on our psychological hats. If you were raised in a rolling house the size of a Safeway truck, and you had 9, 10, 11 people crammed into that single wide trailer. Y'all probably see double wide trailer. That's what people usually have. But a single wide trailer is for the poorest of the poor, right? The poorest of the poor people. And then when you got 9 niggas in there, how do you even eat? Do you eat outside on the steps? Oh, there are no steps. I'm sorry. You got to have a little thing you push up to the house. If that is your upbringing, you can see why he clings to having this great big old house for nobody but him. He's the only one in there. He's just walking around. Look at all this space. Look at all this space. It is this psychological thing that happened to him in the trailer. Jay Wilson is trailer park trash. That's all he is. And he did not learn that in order to advance his life, it wasn't about just buying a big house. You had to produce income. You have to have a job that will supply a big house. You need to have a family or somebody could live in the house. Jay Wilson. People don't just buy big houses to walk around in by themselves. He'll say, oh, I bought it to sell it. Well, why'd you buy it? You ain't gonna get no big equity in Texas. Honey, that house ain't gonna be worth much more than you paid for it. Oh, but this house now is worth 300. Why are you on here telling all your business? I thought you didn't like telling all your business, girl. That house is not going to appreciate very much, honey. And for whatever it appreciates, that's how much you put into it, nigga. You're not a very bright person, Wilson. It all started with that damn trailer. Damn, how could you even take turns sleeping? Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed, poor mountaineer that barely kept his family fed. One day he was shooting at some crude, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude. YouTube, that is. Black gold movie stars. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Ken folks said, Jed, move away from there. He said, California is the place you ought to be, so they loaded up the truck and they moved Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars. Jay Wilson, stop bragging so much. People who are middle class, people who have money, they don't walk around trying to find people who have less than them so they can make fun of them. That is not the role of a pastor, of a preacher. I lost my chain of thought, but that's where I think I was going with it. This is not where what we expect from a pastor. So your personality does not jive with being a pastor. We would like for you to take passa out of your name. Just take it out. Have some respect for our religion. That's you in the corner. That's you in the spotlight, losing your religion. I thought that I heard him laughing. I thought that I heard him sing. Take pastor out of your name, boy, and just be what you are. A messy old queen girl who never had shit. That's the mark, people. People who have been brought up middle class, you can look at them and see. You can look at them, see. They don't have to have diamonds on every hand, honey. They ain't got to drive a great big old Lincoln. They ain't got to do none of this shit. They ain't got to wear no big old cowboy boots. Because this is their standard. They've always lived well, decently. You, Jay Wilson, you've never lived decently. You lived into that trailer till they carted you off to school. They might have just sent you to colleges for the free lunches. Did you get free lunches there, nigga? Born into poverty. Talk about that. Give us something we can relate to, honey. Ain't nobody want to hear about you being Superman, Superwoman. If that dead man gets infected, he'll be filing for disability. Girl, anybody can be, something can happen to anybody, child. And you can wind your ass up on disability. And I got news for you. You're all getting old, and he's in his 50s. You all gonna get Social Security. Girl, if you don't want it, give it to your kids, but you still get it. You paid into it since you were goddamn little pickaninny. Shit, I started working when I was 15 years old. No matter what he thinks about my drug history, I still put that time in. They still took it out for year after year after year after year. And whatever's there, that's what I get, nigga. Dumbass. Silly ass person. He's a silly man. And y'all can see that since he refuses to have a conversation with me, you can see where he's coming from. What he got to hide? Mm-hmm. What he got? What he scared of? Uncle Tim, I have a master's degree and other professional advanced certificate. I have no desire to brag one bit. I can tell you, he's like, RJ Supreme, I had no idea what your education was. That's normal. There was no need for it. All the time you've been in this chat, I had absolutely no idea that you had a master's degree. That's normal. Not him. These 5 degrees, you see these degrees. Child, y'all ought to have him bring them degrees down and let's discuss what's in them, honey. Let's discuss the curriculum, bitch. He would do better to go to a rebel son. At least he gets a living. At least he can make a living. I got a job. I'm not afraid to work. Who is afraid to work? Nigga, don't everybody work? Before COVID, didn't everybody work? I mean, don't people who have a family, don't they all have a house? Why does he keep bragging and bragging and bragging? He gets a coin from it. Everybody on YouTube gets a coin from it, nigga. You don't talk about money. It's tacky. No, it's not tacky for trailer trash. I'm sure in the trailer, it's not tacky at all. They have different rules and different standards. Mm-hmm. Still talking about he ain't never did nothing after college. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. TLC and 3. He's never done anything after that. That's all he has is his college days. And we don't know school days. How I wish for school days. How we used to run and play. Hey. Now those days are gone. But we keep on. Al Green, I think that was about 75. He never did anything after school, honey. There was never any thought even into what kind of, he could just to say degree. You're not saying anything, honey. What are you what do you do? Right? You a PhD of what? Even that sorry ass attempt at preaching, it's just pitiful. You're pitiful. He's a laughing stock. He should have just kept his ass in school until they buried him. That's all he was capable of doing. Only reason I didn't go to college, I have dyslexia, stupid ass, since you watching me so goddamn close. I have dyslexia. That's it. That's why that's why I made that decision for my life. It's mine. It belongs to me. It don't belong to your bald-headed black ass. Nigga, how dare you come in here comment about my home, my finances, my dog. Silly ass fool. Why aren't you hanging out with the other ones with all the professors and degrees and shit? You got your ass over here in the beef sector for. He ain't capable of no kind of research or giving any actual commentary on anything. Then he always got to pop his ass up here talking about, I hate when he talks about HIV and the LGBTQ community. I said, nigga, you a closet queen until you in your fucking 50s and you need Wally to what you call that thing, catfish you to bring you out of the closet, or you were to come on here but still pretending, I still have a desire for a woman. Shut up. Shut your goddamn mouth. Sick of your lies. Lie. And what if for Wally you still be in the closet? Dumbass. You don't speak on LGBTQ. And then you got the nurse talking about, oh, he on SSI. Ask all the other survivors of HIV for the last 30 years, nigga. Let's hope a disability doesn't befall your fat ass. If you keep on the way you going, boy, you're going to have all kind of health issues. You 50 and you fat. I mean, you big, honey. You're going to have all kind of issues because you can't seem to stop eating. You're even ordering food while you're online. Damn. Can't you wait for 30 minutes? Oh, no, I got to stay online. I can get a coin from it. He even bragging about his chicken. Lord have mercy. I'm way behind here. I'm way behind in the chat. Oh, y'all came out today. Thank y'all for coming out. I don't know where we go from here, people. I just assume him be dead forever. But I did do the right thing when I X'd him out of my life and I buried him. I killed him on this computer and I killed him on that computer. And apparently it's permanent because he doesn't appear in my blocked people, right? So I couldn't unblock him. But I can't unblock people on my phone and I can't unblock people on my television. The television is the thing because it still shows his videos. So sometimes all it takes is to see a face or to hear them say something sparging about you, or somebody who's watching them will say something and then it sets you off again. Right? But yeah, I enjoyed cussing his ass out. The thing was, after that thing with that boy in New Mexico, I was done with all that, period. Right? But the main thing, people, is with this Wilson boy is I've already said it all. There's nothing else to be said about that boy. I mean, I can only talk about the only things he puts on here is his school and his house. Well, if he's not going to present anything, he's not going to tell the truth about anything. I mean, they can go in my book and they can look through there and find, oh, look what he did when he was 6 years old. Oh, look what he did when he was. He calls himself a writer. What do writers do? We tell the truth, baby, in the hope of helping someone. You're not going to help anybody if they can't identify with you and relate to you. But what kind of a personality goes in there and tries to find things to criticize you about? I mean, the whole damn book is about getting off drugs. You would think that damn 9 pages was the whole book. No, they use it for ammunition. And then he comes on here and all he talks about is his damn house and his goddamn. We can't even talk about the job because he won't tell us what he does. Oh, they going to come and dox me. Oh. What they going to dox, girl? If you're running Xerox copies, girl, at an insurance company, just say I run Xerox copies. How are they going to find what company you work for and all that? Right? Are you working for a temp agency? Just before you started claiming I work hard. Like, look, everybody else don't. Just before you did that, didn't you say you got accepted in some kind of program? To be accepted into a program and then the week later start talking about your job, it tells me that he's probably talked his way into some kind of apprenticeship or like a chaplaincy. Those are temporary assignments. You get a chaplaincy at the local hospital and you'll go on there and you'll go say, God bless you. Oh, how are you today, ma'am? Okay, God bless you, Jesus. And then you walk on to the next room and you do it. It's an apprentice, something like that, because he said it was a program. What kind of job is a program? Of course, immediately started bragging about the goddamn job. But you won't tell us what it is. If you won't tell us what it is, stop saying it is so great. Right? All right, that's it for me, honey. Satan, I hope we helped you. Crawl your ass back in your hole. All his furniture looks cheap. He bought all the furniture from a goddamn place. You know how you have Motel 6 and they're redoing the place. And so they have a big sale and all the furniture got to be thrown either in the trash or they'll sell it to you for $5. He said he bought his whole dining room set for $20. Or was it $25? A dining room set. $25. Well, it'd be attacking me, go try to name prices on things. But I just know about that kind of stuff. He's got a lot of goddamn nerve, honey. No thought put into that. Oh, I don't want to put a hole in the wall because I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. You mean to tell me, nigga, you done bought a house that you can't even put a hole in the damn wall? I'm going to get a coin from it. Don't expect a whole lot of equity in Texas. Whatever you think you got out of it, that's what you put into it, nigga. Let me get out of here. Renting rooms. Strangers walking off through you. You can't even walk through your own house in your panties because you got strangers in the other room. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. He tried that shit with King Jive. Oh, excuse me. Got to put them big ass arms over them fat ass titties. Oh, excuse me. Bitch, please. Stupid ass nigga. He was so happy to have somebody in that house. He was so happy to have him in there. I got to back up out of this, people. It could go on forever. I know y'all got just as much disdain for him as I do. He don't understand that. He always say, oh, anybody got no disdain? Yes, they do. He won't take credit for anything, girl. Jesus Christ. Here I go again. You see what I'm saying? It's the same stuff. I really don't like the way it sounds for me saying the same thing over and over and over again. But you got to pound it into his head. Right? So I don't want to become the great repeater. That's why I don't want to fuck with him. But I was willing to have a debate with him. And we're not gonna leave that overlaying over our head. So if you don't want to do it by today, nigga, the offer is done. You don't decide nothing over here. You ain't running shit in this house, honey. You don't do it, I'll give you to tomorrow. If you don't want to debate one-on-one, then the offer is rescinded. Fuck you. You ain't got nothing to say anyway. All right, now here's how I'm gonna get out of here. I can't stop. I gotta get out of here. God bless you guys, people. Thanks for coming in. I'll talk to y'all later.